Okay, here we are, setup day, Saturday. A little cold today, had to cancel or postpone my school. So there's the new girl, 2021 300 XCW-I, fuel injected. I am so pumped. There's the old girl, gonna be for sale soon, 250 XCW-I, 2018. Got a lot of work to do to her, get her prepped and ready to sell. New tires, new plastic, piston, bearings and whatnot. Tires, brakes, chain, all that kind of stuff. But as far as setup and stuff, we got some stuff going on here today. Just some brief stuff. Obviously, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I don't like the bend of the stock bar, so I got some Renthal 999s to adapt to it and put on it. So some grips. I'll remove the stock grips, stock throttle, and I will replace it with a... I just lost the camera. I replace it. My viewfinder shut off. I will replace it with a G2 throttle tube. Probably with a stock 100 cam in it. She's a 300, so I don't think I need a 50 or 25. Not yet, anyway. Probably not ever, old man like me. But loving the G2. The new cam system on the stock bike is pretty cool. I mean, for a stock motorcycle to come with that, and those grips are pretty awesome. But I just prefer G2. Comes with an 81 Dunlop front, 81 Dunlop rear. I'll probably just run the 81 Dunlop rear for now with tubes and whatnot for practice, just to get her rolling, because we're going moto tomorrow on this bad boy breaker in. But I'll probably maybe run the 81, I don't know, but 81 is not, I'm not a fan of it. It pushes a lot. It's kind of surprising, because I mean, I don't like the down products, but the 81 rear is a good tire, and 81 front just... it sucks. It's not a good tire. I don't like it, and I don't know many people that do, to be honest with you. And if you do, I guess you don't mind your front end pushing. So, anyway, here she is, brand new deal. Pipe muffler. Man, it looks so clean and so good. Check out that muffler, dude. For a stock muffler, that thing is badass. I'm sorry. Probably a solid rotor, Enduro Engineering, shark fin. Get it, put one of them on. Adjust my brake pedal, get that all dialed in. Dude, I'm loving this. On the 18, they don't have that. And I always catch my CD boots back here on this. I would always catch my boots right here. And I'd have to trim this up like I did on the 18. CD boots would always catch that little edge. So where they got this frame guard here is so killer. So killer. It's all little things, you know. Yes, and it's PDS. Now, just to address this, you know, but oh, why not link? Why not link? You know, and well, for me, in saying this, and this is my opinion, not what anyone else's, although some people may agree, some people may disagree. My opinion, after riding a link bike and a PDS, the link bike's awesome. PDS for tighter woods, more enduro stuff. What I plan on doing all the ECA enduros, they're locally here in my region. Steering around upright turns, meaning a tight tree on the inside. You can steer this thing a lot easier up with a PDS because the ass is a little jacked up versus where a link bike sits a little bit more lower. And I just find you can keep a straighter line. I have an easier time for an old guy like me avoiding bumps. I like to avoid bumps and avoiding that root or rut, and I can put my front wheel wherever I want to, it seems like, and it just steers a little bit quicker. Can it be done with a link bike? Hell yeah, there's guys that kick butt with a link bike. I mean, it's obvious. But just for me, I kind of like the PDS. And that being said, also, you know, having ridden a lot of moto on Sundays, it doesn't corner that bad in a moto turn either. I think where it may be a little tad bit worse is, you know, straight line stability. It has a little bit of a kick, PDS kick, they always called it, you know. But heck, we've ridden on them things for 20 years, so I'm adjusted to it and like it. I've only rode this thing down the driveway, but it initially feels pretty soft, and I would be willing to bet that it is kind of soft for a 212-pound fat boy. 212, yes, 212. But so there's some of the changes I'm going to make, some bars, just adjusting up everything. I'm probably definitely safety wire my shifter and Loctite it, make sure that's good. Like I said, new G2 throttle cam system. Might change the front. Might just run that junk tire. Who knows? Probably find an M59 throwing up. And gearing is 1350 stock. On the 250, I was running a 14 front, and a lot of people laughed at. I don't care. 14 just pulled, and I could carry a lot of mow with that thing. I'm more about mow these days than trying to be aggressive out of the hole. Aggressive out of the hole hurts my joints, man. But just so pumped about this thing. I'm going to cut those bars down a little bit. My 999s, Rentals. When I put them on, I'm going to cut these down probably a 1/2 inch on each side. So, you know, what I would have normally do, but 1/2 inch on each side is what I used to do when I used to run traditional metal handguards. And I'm probably definitely just going to put Enduro Engineering flags on there where there is no metal handguard. I love them things. And again, I've said this, I don't know how many times I always get asked that question, how can you run them things? Dude, you actually gain 1/2 inch on each side of your handlebar, so you have less tendency for the thing to deflect and get pushed. And plus, with a traditional flag out front of you, meaning the plastic handguard is in your peripheral vision. So by saying that, you know, riding the bike, and looking out in front of you, I still see that traditional plastic handguard. So it's still, seeing that helps your timing negotiate and steer through trees. It still feels like I have a metal handguard on the end. But granted, I gained that 1/2 inch on each side. Sorry, I'm burping. I have two cups of coffee. No sugar, just milk. So, yep. Probably leave the stock gearing for now. With the 14 in the back of my mind. Probably gonna remove the air filter and just make sure it's properly oiled out of the box stock. Kind of worries me. I got a good dealer, B&E Motorsports, who definitely want to give a plug to. Bob Michael is an awesome guy down in Easton, Maryland. Make sure you give him a call if you're looking for a KTM. Yeah, there's jet skis and stuff there too. I think they're Sea-Doos, I don't know. But he does really well with that. And just so pumped on this thing. This is the first bike I've owned outright, bought, paid for, done, ever. So it's pretty pumped. And like I said, the suspension, I'm probably going to run the way it is for tomorrow. It's pretty soft for a fat boy like me, but probably going to need a suspension tune-up for sure. Looking into some suspension tuners like JDP. Some people are a little bit more new school and aren't willing to dictate what the rider's preferences. Definitely going to probably push my forks down. I tend to ride a little bit further forward than most and stand a lot. Whether that's right or wrong, it's just my riding style. And having said that, I will definitely probably push my forks down a little bit. 2 lines is definitely a little bit too much for me. So just some things to do today. Adjust that brake pedal. Probably fasten on a brake saver. I'm sorry, a brake saver. A brake snake, as we call it. We'll keep that thing out of the way from getting caught on some debris. Just check and make sure everything's Loctited and greased and ready to roll. So pumped about this thing, man. I've said that I don't know how many times. Make sure see where my clickers are on the suspension. Even though it's soft, I want to start everything in the middle. Probably what I always traditionally do is just put everything in the middle. And not to say I'm the best tuner to figure out I know what I like, but starting fresh, I'll just probably put everything in the middle and go from there. I'm probably going to end up going a little bit stiffer than the middle setting, but at least it's all balanced when I start in the middle, front and rear. So just check everything out, make sure it's got good oil in it. Obviously the stock oil comes through the dealer, but I always run Rotella. I might drain the oil and put some fresh Rotella in it, just to make sure everything's ready to. You're beating me again, dude. You gotta slow down, man.